Good morning, you guys. I thought I'd jump on here real quick before the makeup to show you guys my skincare. So I'm doing a quick face mask, turmeric and cranberry seed energizing radiance mask from Kiehls. It's really good. I love a brightening mask because you guys know I obviously suffer from dark spots, dark marks, so anything that promises to brighten and fade and give me radiance, I'm all for it. I like to apply my face mask with a brush. I just use this one from the Body Shop. These are all my face mask applying brushes. Just this little one from Sand and Sky, this little one, or I'd use like this one is from Bare Minerals, that Body Shop one I showed you, or this one is from Nabla. Just any random brush that I pick up, but these are specifically for face masks. I don't like using my fingers because number one, I have nails. Even when I don't have nails, I just don't like using my fingers to apply face masks. I'm gonna go wash this off, have a shower, and then I'm gonna come back and join you guys. I look ridiculous, but we move. So I always get heaps of questions on my body care, so I thought I would include it today. Usually I just take a shower with whatever. I'm using the Dove body cream at the moment, and then today I did a quick exfoliation because I am going through laser at the moment, so they advise you to do exfoliating 10 days after. So yeah, that's just what I use on my body. And then to moisturize, I'm using, well, now we're going back to my face. To moisturize my face, I'm using this sweet almond oil. I've been liking this. I think it's actually doing quite well to fade my dark spots. Follow with acne cream. This Neutrogena on the spot acne cream is the best. Also, I like to use this Murad Age Spots Rapid, the one that basically targets dark marks. I've been using this as well. So this combined with my sweet almond oil just to really fade up the dark marks that I have on my face, and it's actually fading up quite nicely. Moisturizing my lips with Carmex. I love a bit of Carmex. And then following lastly with my SPF. I actually use the Glossier Invisible Shield. This is SPF 30 because it's not too sunny at the moment, so that's why I don't mind using 30. When the sun is out, I usually opt for 50 or more. To moisturize my body, I'm using this body butter from Kiehls. It's the soy and honey body butter. It's so lush, smells delicious, and just very, very nourishing. I'm just doing entirely too much, but there we go. And I also showed you my deodorant, just a Sure deodorant, nothing special. So yeah, that's the body care. I hope you love that, guys. I thought I would include it because I do always get a lot of questions, so hope that was helpful. Now I'm flipping to the studio setup. Because of my lights, I feel like everything looks darker on my face, so I want to show how my face looks in natural light as well, just so you guys can really see what my skin looks like truly, because studio light tends to make everything look really harsh. So I'm priming today with this serum from Smashbox. It's a new one that I got on PR. I was just trying it out. And this foundation combination, again, I was just trying out something different because why not? I'm using my Too Faced Born This Way foundation in Chai, and I mix it with the Shiseido Synchro Skin foundation in 420 Bronze. I don't know if I would use this combination together again, just because I feel like the bronze is a little bit too cool toned, and then the Too Faced, I don't think that they work together well, but I like mixing and matching my foundations just to see what they look like. And to work that into my skin, I use my Morphe M439. This is one of the best foundation brushes on the market, and it's super affordable, so you really can't go wrong. To conceal my under eyes, actually just to add brightness because I don't really have anything to conceal. To add brightness, I'm using my Uche Essential High Coverage Concealer in Rich Ginger, and I like to just leave that to set while I do my contour. So I'm using the Icon Stick from Iconic London. I just put that in all the places that I want to create shadows and darken, which is usually just the perimeter of my face and then around my nose. Contouring brings shadow and just gives your face that structure, especially if you use full coverage foundations like I do. You tend to lose a lot of the structure in your face because you essentially do like a blank canvas with your foundation. So I like to do quite a heavy contour just to bring all of the structure back into my face, and I blend this out using a Smashbox buffer brush. And then to blend out the under eye concealer, I just use my beauty blender. With this beauty blender under eye concealer, I like to go quite slowly and just make sure it's all nice and blended out because I don't want it to go too much into where I've contoured. I like the contour to be the contour and the highlight to be the highlight, and then I will go over top with the brush just to make sure that the lines of demarcation are seamless and it's not too harsh. If I take my concealer too far out, it just rounds up my face, so I like to keep it nice and tight towards my nose. to set that under eye, I use my Huda Easy Bake Powder. I really like this. I always say I wish there was a shade between Blondie and Sugar Cookie. So Sugar Cookie is super bright and Blondie is quite yellow, I would say. So if there was a shade in between, that'd be perfect. But at the moment, I really like using that. It just makes my under eye look absolutely seamless. And now to set and essentially add more structure to the perimeter of my face, using my Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is a bronzer. This is more to add shadow. So this isn't to do any crazy structuring, just to add shadow. That's why you see I do it in placements. So I like to pat the product into my face as well. Again, just so it's really seamless. And then I use my Hoola Toasted Bronzer from Benefit. This is when I really go in and just chisel out my cheekbone and really bring that structure into the face. And then just to do a little bit of reverse contouring, which is essentially when you just sharpen up the contour with something close to your skin tone. I like to do this again just to make sure my cheekbones are popping, like to the highest degree. And I use this using my damp beauty blender. I like to use damp beauty blenders to blend in powders because I feel like they just sink into the skin in such a seamless way, in a way that brushes sometimes don't give that effect. And then I just do step 1 of setting. I like to set my face twice, before the eyeshadow and after. This Morphe Continuous Setting Mist is lovely. I really like it. I use my P. Louise base today in Rumour 04. You would usually use my Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow primer, but this Rumour is a little bit closer to my skin tone. So the Anastasia eye primer is really not white, but very light. So I just want something closer to my skin tone. And I like to set my eyeshadow primers as well. So I set it with the Laura Mercier loose powder, which I'm not sure if I showed, but I definitely did that. And because I'm doing a colourful waterline, I just wanted something really simple on the top, just because I have quite a lot of space between my brows and my eyes. Like, I have a lot of eye space. So I take this eyeshadow from MAC in Bougie Babe. It's a new one from them. Anything that's similar to this, like an earthy tone, would work really well. And I just blend that, keep it towards the outside, and then blend it really simple on the upper eye. Just something there, just so there's a bit of colour between the brows and the mobile eyelid. This pigment from Milk, this was so lush. I don't even think it has a name, but I will link the direct one. Hopefully I can find it online. It's a purple. I love a purple, a blue or a green in the waterline. I just think that combined with something neutral on the top just adds a little pop. So I take it into the waterline and then just smoke it slightly underneath, and it just comes together in a really beautiful way. Thought I'd include the clip of me curling my lashes, which is important if you wear falsies because it just makes them blend a little bit more. So if you curl your lashes, they'll just really nicely blend into each other. My lashes are quite straight, that's why I curl them. If yours are naturally curly, then you might not need to curl them. This Bad Girl Bang mascara from Benefit is really nice. I love it, especially on my lower lash. It just grips every single lash and just lengthens and adds volume in a really nice way. And then for lashes, I use my Lily Lashes So Extra Miami, which are probably one of my favourite pairs next to Miami. Really nice. I actually think I probably like it a bit more than Miami now. Showing you my brows, I'm literally just going to let the clip play just so you see how I do my brows. But I essentially fill the bottom and then I work my way towards the top and then elongate the tail and use the spoolie to brush the product to fade it towards the front of the brow. So I prefer more of a faded brow than a block all the way through. So I tend to keep the product towards the end, the tail, the middle, and then work that product towards the front using my spoolie. That's just how I like to do it. And also when you do the spoolie, when the spoolie picks up the product, it kind of gives you fake hair-like strokes. That's what I like to do. So today I did a combination of two different lips. I did a matte and I did a glossy. So this is the matte lip first. I go in with BFF3 from Colourpop, which is very similar to Cork from MAC. And I use that to align my lips and then go into the centre with a soft matte cream from NYX in the shade London. This one was on its last legs. I actually recently picked up a new one because, girl, This one needed replacing, but I like this combination. I then go in with BFF4, also from Colourpop, just to really accentuate the top, my cupid's bow, and the bottom, because I don't really have much of a cupid's bow. The top and also the bottom, and then back in again with that London to really add some lightness, because a lot of matte products aren't really matte. I set everything with my Laura Mercier translucent just to make sure that lip is super matte. And then I set my entire face. I will show you the glossy lip combo a little bit later, but I just set, this is my second step of setting with the De-Slick setting spray from Urban Decay. Also set my brows with the clear brow gel from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm going to show you fragrance real quick before we cut to the glossy lip. I use Kiehls vanilla and I mix it with this Jimmy Choo fragrance. Jimmy Choo fragrance. I love mixing fragrances because, as I said before, I like creating unique smells. It's just my thing. I just love it. This is the look with the matte lip and my hair, everything. Just showing you guys. I do like the matte lip, but actually I think I prefer the glossy lip. So you guys can tell me which one you prefer. But this is the matte. Yes, girl. All of the vanity. Let's move on to the glossy lip. I just accentuate once again my cupid's bow. I slightly overline, to be honest, just because I like the way it looks. And then the gloss I use is just this clear gloss from Lime Crime Extra Pop-In, which is now actually back in stock and Feel Unique. So I'm going to link it. Grab it quick, guys, because it's almost always out of stock. And this is what it looks like. Girl, I was feeling the glossy look. I really was feeling the gloss. So I'm going to switch between matte and glossy. I think glossy went with the look just because the waterline has a bit of shimmer to it. Real quick, wanted to show you guys my outfit. My outfit's so mismatched. I just threw on the shirt to layer and I had a jacket over top, so really you didn't really see the shirt. The shirt was just extra warmth for me, but this is the finished look. I like to show these pictures now because I think you guys really love seeing how the makeup photographs. That's the end of today's look, guys. I really hope you loved it. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you in my next one. Bye.